If you enjoyed the channel and our video content and would like to support us, you can do this in a couple of ways. You can sign up to our Patreon site, which is a monthly subscription to one of our 4 tiers, each giving you something different from early access interviews up to exclusive unseen footage. There's also the option of a one-off donation via PayPal, which allows you the option to donate an amount of your choice. Both options really help to keep this channel going and to continue putting out regular content for you good folk. So please take a look at aircrewinterview.tv/donate, and I thank you in advance. Thank you and enjoy.
It could be up to 6, but more often than not, it was 4. Used to hit 2v4, and it would be a couple of A4s and a couple of F5s, flown by some very capable pilots.
How did the F-14 fare against them types?
Yeah, pretty good. Because bearing in mind, we weren't into you ignored the Fox 1s. No, all missile shots count. So you could generally get a Fox 1 away. Generally, it would get defeated by a maneuver. The problem the F-14 had was we were so big, we were always fight center. Everybody could see us, but could we see everybody else? No. Yeah. But the radar was very good and stuff like that. So that was the gist of the course. What happened to Stu and I, again, we go back to there's no such thing as a 2-sticker. So when the pilots went to the boat for the first time, they went with an experienced Rio in the back seat. So Stu had been out to the boat, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 carrier qualifications.
So he was there before you?
No, we were there at the same time.
Oh, okay, right, got you.
But bearing in mind, he was trained up as a navigator to Rio, so he went out to the boat with them. First time he went out with an experienced pilot, so he could see what it looked like around the boat, but then he went out with the student pilots, the boat. But they said to me, you can't go home having never been to the boat. I said, right, so, good news is, we're happy to send you to the boat. We'll send you with Stewie, because then if anything goes wrong, we'll just ask for a new crew. Cuts down on the paperwork. In preparation of going to the boat, what you do is what they call field carrier landing practice. So in the middle of a swamp, a place called Fentress, not a million miles away from Oceana, I think it was about, 15 minutes flight time? And it's set up like a carrier. So you go out there at night and you do 10 touch and goes, literally come around, touch. There's a landing signals officer, LSO, that grades your approaches, each individually, and said, and graded from, cut past, which is bad, they've never seen the boat, to up to an okay, or an okay underline, which is, really nice approach, no comment. Don't think I ever saw one of those. But so you did that, and if they were happy, and you did 10 touch and goes per FCLP period, and you did 10 FCLP periods, they would then send you to the boat. So off you'd go to the boat with the navigator that you trained with. I must admit, that was you see I'm wearing glasses, that was one of the things I found during the FCLP period. We're coming around on the final turn to look like, and Stu goes, you're high. And I go, you can see the ball from here? He said, yeah, you're high. I can't see it. So off to the flight surgeon, that's where I found out I had an astigmatism and needed glasses. It made the rest of the field carrier procedure a whole lot easier. Now I could see what was going on. But again, unless Stu had said that, I wouldn't have realised. So, off we go to the boat. And I must admit, it was the Big John, CV-67, John F. Kennedy. Beautiful boat. We get out there and I'm looking down and think, bloody hell, that's small. So we're out there. The Stu said, yeah, no problem. So anyway, come in. You do 2 touch and goes with the hook up, just so the LSO can look at you. Are you safe? Is he happy for you to put the hook down and attempt an arrested landing? Fantastic. What could possibly go wrong? So my experience of arrested landings in the Phantom was at the field, and you'd had hydraulic failure or whatever, and you come in, put the hook down, normal approach, tuck down, trundle, picks up the arrestor gear, and you gently stop. Fantastic. So that was my expectation on the boat. I never locked my harness. I didn't like locking harness because you want to move around in the cockpit, stuff like that. So we're coming around final approach. We've been cleared to put the hook down. Stewie, gunfighter, whatever we were, 123 Tomcat ball, And it was, as I said, nice approach. We're flying it down, nice and nice and nice. Next thing I know, we've been snatched out of the sky. Because on the boat, the hook arrestment and the touchdown is almost simultaneous. There's not enough room in here to demonstrate, but I was buried around the other side of the control column, you know, head down like this. I'd got full power on, because you taught that. So full power, buried in the arresting gear. And over the radio comes this voice. The air boss sits up there on the island, and the air boss is clearly looking down at you, and the big American booming voice says, "Okay, son, we got you. You can come back on the power. You'll not make my ship go any faster." So, embarrassment, you know, pick yourself out of the debris, you know, boom, sweet, boom. And then you literally, out of that, up to the front, and they're going to blast you off the boat. So you literally do trap, shoot, Now, being a smart cookie back in my younger days, one of the carrier air group commanders, one of the ex-commanders, was a chap called Whiskey Bob. I wish I could remember his proper name. But I said to Whiskey Bob, you've been to the carrier many, many times. What should I do? What, you know, on my first cat stroke, how do I sit? What do I do? Stuff like that. He said, okay, so right. Don't put your head forward or back. He said, try and not hold your head about a mid position, because what happens when the nose or when the toe bites, you go down. So that'll throw your head forward, and then as it starts to pull, it'll throw your head back. So if you put your head back, you'll get rattled forward. If you put your head forward, you'll get rattled back. So just try and hold it in the middle, hold the thrust, and try and monitor your engine instruments. And they were tapes in the F-14, tapes. And monitor your engine instruments, he said, so that if you do get an engine failure during the cat stroke, you'll pick it up. Fantastic, great advice. So, taxi up to the thing, we get hooked up, stuff like that. Stu, you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. You do the salute, because that may be the last salute you ever get. And then, boom. Now, Whiskey Buzz Vice, it bit, and I was about to say, it was wholly, use expression, but because of the G-force on the cat stroke, I got the out, because you can't breathe.
Really?
Yeah, you literally can't breathe during the stroke. And then as you come off, you can start breathing again. You know, it's only a matter of a second, but it's literally, so I was going to say, holy, and then we're airborne. So I got back to the ready room after we'd done all this. Whiskey Bob said, how'd it go? I said, yeah, really enjoyed it, lots of fun. How about the morning? Didn't see a damn bloody thing. Because it's just, you know, boom, yeah, once you've done 2 or 3, you know what to expect of that. But yeah.